Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and we are underway from Ford Field. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. St. Brown in motion right. Opening play, and Goff wants to pass it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's zone defense right away here defensively, and I know that these linebackers and DBs are going to be tested throughout. They passed the first test, though. This one falls incomplete.
Black 20. What's up?
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And getting this chest shot in midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Off play action. Here's Goff. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Gone. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 9-yard line.
Again, Goff. That one out wide and intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
We talk about setting a tone or beginning a drive. That run was absolutely textbook. I'm telling you, partner, now they're not just thinking about an easy drive. They're thinking about maybe taking it downfield.
Yeah, started at their 2. Now they've got a heavy amount of breathing room. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 2 yards, good enough for first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to...
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Aleem McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop it.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 15.
We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Here we go.
Third down, here's Brown. And a short pickup here as they're going to cross the 10 to the 11-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
180.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 32 yards. And the Lions post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Goff and that Lions offense staying on the field. They'll try for 2.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
What's that?
They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try to pick themselves back up.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's get set.
And they go play action now. Burrow looking deep here for Chase. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
They go play action with Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Brings up
Here's 2nd and 7.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Goff. He's got this to Williams, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Another Detroit Lions first down.
DC.
1st and 10.
Now Goff. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 31 yards. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Goff and that Lions offense staying on the field. They'll try for 2.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And this will be caught. This time the 2-point conversion works, and it's 14-0.
Bengals nothing.
So their second touchdown of this first half, they went for 2 after score number 1. Didn't get it. Now they get the equalizer, so to speak.
So to speak, and you can understand the thinking. Because they didn't get it after the first score, they wanted to get back to a normal points pattern, get up to 14. But just think, if they missed it here, they're only up 12-0. 1 extra point on the other side could ultimately beat you if they score twice.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
I'm 1, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 180. Right up.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And his throw here's incomplete.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
I'm 1, ready?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
180. Right up. 11 mighty.
Burrow will throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here we go. Can. Stop. 11 empty. Stop.
Again, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Stop. 180. 180 shot. Stop.
Here's Burrow. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Burrow looking to pass. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Here we go. Stop.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
The Bengals will line up for the two-point conversion.
Can. Stop.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good.
14, Bengals 6.
Boy, they're down only 1 score, still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, and this will stay a 1-score game as the lead holds at 8. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And he'll be brought down just shy of 45. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
It's second and inches.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. And now they will throw it with Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Here we go.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Running right, here's Brown. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Bengals first down.
On the handoff, this is Brown. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Handing it off to Brown. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's Aiden Hutchinson. He was determined to blow that play up, and he sure did. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Mike Gesicki, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are back within a couple of the lead. So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage and threw it his way. What a big-time play right there, both by the quarterback trusting him and by him going up and getting it.
To kick off for Cincinnati.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this 2nd half.
And, Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other way.
Touchdown, Detroit! Jamison Williams, 65 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as a wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. take it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Goff and that Lions offense staying on the field. They'll try for 2.
The Lions will set up for the
He'll look to throw. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit.
Here we go.
This is Brown going up the middle. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
26 yards. That's good for a Bengals first down. A gain of 26 yards. First down, Cincinnati.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Now it's Burrow. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And as the 2 teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Here we go. Ready?
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
Now Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Jamar Chase, 47 yards. And the Bengals are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for two here.
Will line up for the two-point conversion.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's McPherson now to send it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
He was covered by Barrett Carter.
Off play action. Here's Goff. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams, 66 yards. And the Lions use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Goff and that Lions offense staying on the field. They'll try for two. Back to throw here. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow on play action. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
After the interception, here's Goff. And he's got it. Touchdown. Jared Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And the Lions have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one.